is, I don't even know what time, just gone past 11, I guess. I've only just been able to get myself sorted out. I've been doing the house all day, getting everything organised because we are going away on holiday for the first time in like 8 years. In a very long time, right? And this is the first time that I've ever taken my son abroad. So I've been really anxious over the last couple of days, just trying to prepare myself to get everything ready for the flight. And actually, it's a little bit of a nightmare because when you try to book assistance, it's automatically, they recognise wheelchair assistance, but to have any other kind of disability assistance, sorry, I'm not speaking very well because I'm actually really tired. To have any other kind of assistance, you have to go through like so many different avenues to get it. Like, it's not straightforward at all. Like, you contact the original people with the booking and they said, no, you've got to contact the airline. So you contact the airline, and then the airline say, no, you've got to contact the airport. So you contact the airport and they say, contact the airline. So a lot of time has been spent, sorry, I'm really tired. A lot of time has been spent on trying to get the assistance booked, because one thing that I can't leave up to chance is making sure that those adjustments are in place to enable us to even travel. So yeah, I'm only going to have about 3 hours of sleep because I've got to get up soon so that we can get to the airport. But yeah, I'll speak to you when we're on our way. So here's my son just looking out at the aeroplanes. We got there really early because of anticipating complications, anticipating meltdowns, or not being able to find the assistance desk. All manner of things could have held us up and prevented the journey, so I got there extra early. It also helped to alleviate stress, because we were there on time. You can see my son's got his sunflower lanyard as well, which helps with the assistance. This could have gone either way. I was operating on about 3 hours of sleep, and I know that had it have gone a different way and it hadn't gone as smoothly, my capacity would have been extremely stretched. I suffer from overstimulation from a sensory standpoint myself, especially with noise, and airports and trains can be so noisy and stimulating. And then anticipating all of my son's needs and preempting them in such a busy environment is always challenging for me. But I'm actually thankful that it went really well because of the amount of planning that went into this beforehand, all the work that I put in beforehand. I packed about 100 sensory aids. Here you can see that my son is stimming a little bit because he was starting to get quite restless and bored on the flight. But he did so well. I'm really proud of him. He did really well. It was a 7-hour flight. Flight attendants were amazing. We went with Emirates because I know that Emirates are always a brilliant airline, and it was an investment. I recognise that that's a privilege in and of itself, to be able to make that investment in an airline that is going to be particularly good. Here we were just looking out at beautiful sunset as we flew over the Gulf. If anything, I actually used the sensory aids more than my son did. I needed them more than him, I think, because of the noise and the stimulation, whereas he is sensory seeking, you know, so in some environments he actually does better than I do. We finally landed in Dubai. We just got off the aeroplane here and are walking towards baggage reclaim and passport control. It was such a happy moment, really a monumental one. It's the first time that my son has been abroad with me, and I was also travelling to see family for the first time in 8 years. So I felt very, very emotional. A lot of memories came flooding back of doing this journey before, lots of times. Childhood memories even came flooding back of this positive journey that I've made so many times to see my family who live out here. To be able to travel and go on a flight with a child with SEN or special educational needs is a privilege. You can't always do it because sometimes they're not prepared or they're not ready for it. So to be able to come here was so beautiful. This is us just driving to the hotel. There's the Twin Towers, Museum of the Future, and the city skyline. It was so tranquil driving at night. We arrived just after 10 p.m. With regards to the cultural difference out here in Dubai, they call people with disabilities or special needs people of determination. They don't look at it from a negative standpoint or a deficit. They look at it from a position of these people triumph over adversity and over the obstacles and the difficulties that they have in their life because they have a determined spirit. It's just gone 11 a.m. and I've got up. My son's still sleeping, so I have to try and be a bit quiet. But we're in Dubai. Hey. It's been 8 years since I've been abroad, and this is absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. I love it. The apartment that we're staying in is so spacious. It's so beautiful. I'm so fortunate, and I'm so aware that not everybody gets this opportunity, and I'm very privileged to be able to do this. So I'm just putting that out there, that this opportunity is something that's hard to come by, and I'm so grateful that we're here.